All right. So welcome to more of my FNF modding tutorial series stuff. Um, Sorry if my voice sounds super weird, like really off. I've been sick for the past 2 days, and yeah, it hasn't been great. But despite all that, I can still fully function, but my voice just sounds like crap. So yeah. Um, But for today, actually, let me turn the volume down just a bit because I don't think we fully need it. Today, what I'm going to be showing you is a little technique I learned with the power of Hscript, which you can tell I've been posting a lot about of, and it's how to make uh, your game basically do this. Have the window move back and forth like this. It's actually a lot easier than it looks. It doesn't require that much coding. Really only a couple lines. So that's what I'm going to be showing you. So despite that, let's begin. All right, so we're going to open Visual Studio Code and we're going to create a new file called uh, window move hacks. By the way, I don't know if I said this, but I'm using Hscript, not Lua, to do this. And this can only be done if you use psych engine or the Pslice engine. So I would recommend using those engines for this tutorial. Now back to what I was saying. You want to create a new file called windowsmove.hacks. You can do that by doing new file, typing in your file name here, and it will tell you to save the file. And personally, I would recommend saving it into your song that you want this window movement to happen in. Okay, so now that we've created our um, little file here, we're gonna have to get a couple things. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna import three little things from Hacksflixel. First thing we're gonna import is FlixelG, so we're gonna write import. By the way, I'm not going to be giving you the main tutorials on how Hscript works and how Hacksflixel works because they're pretty easy to learn. This is more just a person for people who know coding and just want to figure out how to do these cool things like know the basics of coding. So get to learn the basics of programming in Hacksflixel and Hscript, and then just watch these if you want to. So we're going to say import uh, Flixel. By the way, when you're doing this, I would recommend downloading the playstate file from the engine that you use on the GitHub page, which it probably has. So we're going to say import Flixel dot Flixel G. Okay, so now that we have that imported, we're going to import two more things. We're going to import Flixel dot tween, and we're going to say Flixel tween. And the final thing we need to import, very simple. Keep this the same, but we're going to change Flixel tween at the end here to ease. So we'll have the power of using the eases that that Hscript has to offer in Hacksflixel. Okay. Now we're going to get to the good stuff. Now that we have all the requirements, we're going to get to the good stuff here. So we're going to create a function called function. Sorry, I don't know why that happened. On create. And to be honest, you don't need to put anything into this, but the reason why I would recommend making it is because FNF won't shut up if you don't make it. So just leave it the way it is. Just keep this here. Don't write anything in it. But if you don't, then Funky's going to tell you, and I'll show you in a little bit, but we're just going to keep it there. But now we're going to get into actually making the window move. So we're going to create another function called this onSongStart. Put that in parentheses. And, or put a parentheses there. And now, what we're going to do, what we're going to do is we're going to do a tween. So we're going to say flixel tween dot tween, and we're going to make a tween here. And we're going to use flixelg dot stage dot window. Hold on. I fucked up the flixelg thing. Oh, no. There we go. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to select the x value, and we'll just make x, let's make it 500. Make it 500 for now. We're only going to do x. You can change this to y if you want your window to go up and down. But I'm going to make mine go left to right because I like doing that, or making it look like that. We're going to set the duration to 20. Actually, no, don't do that. Just set it to... We'll set it to 2.0. Okay. Now we're going to select an ease. So we're going to say ease. And we're going to say flixel ease. And what we can do, actually, let's go onto the Hscript API so we can learn about the different tweens that they have. So if we look, just got to find it. Or eases. Sorry, I meant to say eases. My bad. So if we look here, here's the Hscript site. We can see many different eases. This is basically how you want your window to move. So if you want it just very simple, you can make it do liner. But I'm gonna have mine. We're gonna do a circ in out. I think that would look cool if let's try circ. And we can say circ in out. And now we're gonna set it to. Well, actually, let me show you what happens if we just do this, because you will get a result out of this. So let me show you. So when we restart the song, flixel tween. Okay, hold on, I did something wrong. 1 second. I think I might have accidentally imported the flixel ease thing wrong. Oopsies. My bad. No, it seems fine to me. 1 second, hold on. Okay, totally my bad. Make sure when you're importing the tweens here, you have an S at the end. So don't just do import flixel tween and then like flixel tween. Make sure you have an S at the end of the writing of tween right here. Okay, so now let's get back to what we were doing. Let me show you the results of what we have coded in so far. See how it moves a little bit? That wasn't the right ease, I don't think. I think it was cube, actually. I think it was cube. So we'll set it to cube. Okay, but you can see there. I'm gonna move it. You can see there. The window moves, but there's one problem. You see how in the start of the video I had it moving back and forth? It's just moving only one way, which is left only one time. So we have to make it go back and forth. And there's a way to do that with the power of the type. We can set it to. So there's many different types that we can import it into. So we can say oh my god, I am sorry. I am all over the place. So we can, if I can find it, 1 second. Here we go. So if we go into the Hscript API here, you can go to this link if you want. This link right here. There's these many different types of tweens we can do, or types we can set it to. So we can set it to backwards, which will basically put our tween in the reverse direction. Looping, this will restart the tween immediately when it's finished. One shot will stop and remove itself from the core container. Will stop when it finishes. But the one that we want is ping pong. So it goes one way, then it goes back. So it's like a ping pong game. That's why it's called ping pong. And they're all set as numbers. So we're going to take 4 here. And, oop, that's the actual game. We want to go to VS Code. And we're going to set type to 4. Like that. So when we save it, and make sure to do that, by the way. Whenever you change something, hit save. Because that's the greatest thing about Psych Engine. It'll recognize it as saved, and you don't have to restart the game completely to make it work. So if we restart the song... Ooh, 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 ooh. There you go. That is the basic way to make your FNF window move. And if you want to make it go up and down, all you need to do is just go to X here and set this to Y. Like, oh my god, we're doing some big old math here. Whoa, my math teachers would be so proud. And then, once we have set that to Y, it goes down and goes up. Down and up. So that's just a simple little tutorial on how to make your window move. Not the best at tutorials myself. Hope you still liked it. Blah, blah, blah. But, yeah. God, I sound... I hate how I sounded. I don't like that. I don't want to try to sound like that. I sound too much like an actual YouTuber trying to get money. I don't want money. I just want to do stuff to make it cool, because it's cool and it's fun, and I like sharing my work. So, yeah. Oh, before I stop, by the way, let me show you what happens when we get rid of the function on create. So if we save that, if we look up here, no function named on create. So your game will still work, but that will still be there no matter what. So just to get rid of that, just create the function. It's fine. You don't have to put anything in it. Won't cause any harm, but, you know, whatever. So there you go. There's the basics on how to move your window. Whoop, whoop. Whoop. Boo. I gotta actually try playing the game like this. Hold on. Bot play has been turned off. I'm gonna try. I don't know how well this is gonna go though. Oh my god. This is sure one way to make a mechanic, but it works pretty well. Oh my god, I did that with only 1 miss. So it does work. Wow. Oh my god, I did it.